Situated on a 25-acre site in North Wales, the first thing the team had to do was to set up camp and get themselves organised. Even though it was a weekend of camping, there was no reason why they shouldn't have the comforts at home.
I was one rich little girl, daydreamer, kidnap me, take me back, all the way back to them days, running around.
And in no time at all, they had the place set up like a home away from home, ready to get on with some serious training.
No mistake ever kept me late.
With a 25-acre site to camp on, as well as surrounding countryside that spread for miles. The site also had various ground obstacles that would test the pilot's abilities, and also some rough terrain that would test the ground searches.
Set the pace, daydreamer, not me. Take me back, all the way back to them days.
One of the main goals of the weekend was for people to come together, maybe meet for the first time. And what better way to do that than with a barbecue and chatting around an open fire.
No mistake ever kept me late. We spent summer
Also sharing a few drinks and a few laughs and really getting to know each other.
one big smile across my face. We used to dance our way to church on Sundays. Mama set the pace, daydreamer.
The following morning, some people were keener than others to get going, but with the promise of bacon sandwiches on the horizon, everyone started to emerge from their tents, fresh-faced and ready to go. With some time to spare before the training began, it was time to experience some FPV magic with Doug and his DJI FPV drone. And for some, it was the first time experiencing drone flight through goggles. And I think it's safe to say that everyone caught the FPV bug, and I think Santa's going to be busy delivering a lot of these drones this Christmas. So after a little bit of fun, which was part of the aim of the weekend, it was time to get on with some serious training involving other ground searchers and also multiple drone pilots.
Dressed in a gown, barefoot.
One of the most important parts of any search is the pre-flight and pre-search briefing, where the team leader can give details of what you're looking for and where to look for it, as well as going through safety instructions and also guidelines for searching while out on your own or in a group. And once everyone's clear on what they're doing and where they're doing it, it's time to set off. The drone pilots take to the air and the ground searchers begin their way into the search area.
I didn't even get in there. Remember, so a proper look round. Proper look.
None of the dogs that were on site were trained search dogs, but they were still keen to be involved and help out wherever they could.
You won't get lost, don't worry. You will not get lost. What a radio.
Even though everyone's taking the training seriously, there's still room to have a bit of a laugh and a joke every now and again throughout the day.
You better tell the truth real fast, and then we're probably done at last. 'Cause I got somewhere to be, and you're done deceiving me into thinking I couldn't do better. Yeah, I know I was probably crazy, thinking someday.
On the ground during searching, the ground searchers spread out evenly over the search area, and their main job is to look into places where a dog might be hiding or holed up, and to make sure that all the nooks and crannies on the ground are covered. And this can often mean going into quite inaccessible places.
You should have probably let me go.
Meanwhile, when there's multiple pilots, they tend to stay close together so they can verbally communicate their flight plans, what height they're flying at, and the area they're covering to avoid any accidents or collisions while searching.
Yeah, I know I was probably crazy, thinking someday you'd change. There's nothing left to do now, so I'm playing the game.
The team were joined by a prospective pilot who wanted to learn more about the group, and here Nia was explaining in more detail how the group works and what we were doing. Communication is key on any search, so by using radios between the pilots and the ground searchers, we can coordinate each other's efforts, as well as directing each other to various points of interest and hopefully the dog we're searching for.
I've been working you out. You made loads of mistakes, but none you talk about.
By using communications such as radios, we can confine the search area and also maintain a back and forth of vital information that the ground searchers and the pilots will both need to carry out the search.
You should have probably let me go, but you've got a porcelain ego, talking fast and punching low, making sure that there are no traces of thinking I could have done better. Yeah, I know I was probably crazy, thinking someday you'd change. There's nothing left to do now, so I'm playing the game. And so, heartbreaker, I've been working you out. You made loads of mistakes, but none that you talk about. I'm watching every move you make, and I'm on to you. Come on, heartbreaker, give in.
Drones play a pivotal part in searches as well by giving a top-down view. They can see through most canopies quite well, depending on the season and the lack of leaves. It's often a view into places that are inaccessible on foot, as well as ditches, ravines, and anywhere where it would be dangerous to send somebody actually on foot. They also cover large areas very quickly and can often take a couple of minutes to cover an area that would take a couple of hours to search on foot. All the flights are conducted within CAA regulations, and the law is very specific on where and where we can't fly, and we always abide by these rules. Ground. Following the ground training, it's time to hit the books with a bit of map reading. Even though map reading isn't a required skill for doing drone search and rescue, it's a handy thing to have in your back pocket should technology let you down. The simple use of maps, compasses, and various other equipment that doesn't rely on batteries, so it can be used in most conditions and most situations, but it does require a bit of learning, and so a map reading course was included in the weekend.
Where you are on the map exactly.
Once all the training and the learning's over, it's time to sit down and have a post-search brief. This is an opportunity for anyone to bring up any difficulties that might have occurred during the day, any problems that seem to occur and they want to offer solutions, and also just to discuss how the team works together when on a search. It's all friendly, and it's vital that people understand each other and get on well so that searches can be completed quickly, efficiently and safely.
As a young girl, the fields were mine. We played hide and seek for hours, raised our shadows among the pines. So offshore, playful and free, without a care in the world. I was one rich little girl, daydreamer, kidnap me, take me back, all the way back to them days, running around in a gown and a crown, barefoot. No mistake ever kept me late. We spent summers catching fireflies and winters on our skates. One big smile across my face. We used to dance our way to church on Sundays. Mama said
Now we've completed the training day. It's time to take our future pilots in hand and offer them a little bit of training. You can see here Aaron is taking some instruction from Graham, using Graham's Mini, and Graham is showing him how the controls affect the drone.
He's probably getting the hang of it more than I am.
It's always best to learn about flying while distracted at an early age, and Tan and Aero here are obliging. As you can see here, Aaron's starting to get the hang of it, even going as far as to terrorise the cameraman.
No, it's just I'll take way behind them, I take well, I'm way behind them.
And once the day's training's over, it's time to sit back and relax by the fire. Another barbecue, a few drinks, and just generally a good time.
You were. Used to be.
Don't know if I was aware a piece was missing.